ad must be 4 times at least the size of the other font. Does this make sense? The letters, the size of the letters, it's got to be 4 times bigger. The other thing is that you want to use a font with feet. There's sans serif and serif, which is the one that sans serif is with feet, right? So the reason that you want that is that how we learnt to read is we were mostly all taught to read on sans serif, letters with little feet. And the reason that makes a difference is because how we actually identify and read is our eyes differentiate the size and shape of letters, which is why if you do most people when they do flyers and stuff, they like to do all caps, except that all caps is harder to read because it kind of looks like, to the eye, it looks like a solid line on the top and the bottom. There's no differentiation. Does this make sense? So you've got to watch out, don't do that. Don't do all caps. Make sure the headline's at least 4 times the size of the rest of the font and use a sans serif font because that's what we're used to reading, okay? Now, so that's all the stuff on headlines. Now the other one is what's in it for me? So what's in it for me? Body copy, we call this. What's in it for me? What's in it for me? What's in it for me? What is it going to do for me? How's it going to work? What's it going to do for me? How's it going to work? What people are interested in is this. What's it going to do for me? How's it going to work? What's in it for me? Mostly though, what we do is we talk about ourselves, which is not what they want. So every time you say the word we, you have to say at least 5 yous. So if you say at such and such and such and such, where blah blah blah, then you've got to make up for that with 5 sentences or 5 uses of the word you, or you'll, or your, or whatever. Let me give you some examples. So I'm going to give you a new rule, okay? It's called the features, advantages, benefit rule. Yes? Features, advantages, benefit. Fab. This is how you write in what's in it for me body copy. Features are like facts of the business, okay? They're a feature or a fact. The advantage is what's good about that, and then what is the ultimate benefit to me? So a feature might be a fact. We've been in business 27 years. That's excellent. That's fantastic. Except that one person might read that and go, brilliant. Oh, I love that they're solid and experienced. I love that. Or someone else might read it and go, well, they're probably a bit too staid for me. I'm looking for someone a bit younger and a bit more dynamic. Does this make sense? If you don't tell them why that's good, they're going to make up their own mind. So you can't just say the fact. You've got to then say, why is that good? So the next question you ask yourself when you say the fact about your business is you say, which means. Hope you're writing this bit down. Which means. We've been in business 27 years. Fantastic. Which means we've been there and done that. There is no legal case we have not tried. There is no house we've not renovated. There's nothing we haven't dealt with in the area of blah, blah, blah. That's all sounding pretty good, but hang on a minute. Really, are we still at any benefit? Not really, we're just kind of still talking about it. So then you've got to ask yourself the next question to get to the benefit, and you kind of got to do it in kind of a narky way. So what? What's the big deal about that? Everybody says that. So what? So you say, well, okay, we've been in business for 27 years, which means we've been there and done that. We've done everything you possibly do in this industry. We've seen all the good, all the bad, and all the ugly. Totally, we are the experts. Excellent. So which means, so what? So what? So you can relax, knowing that you're in good hands and that we are most likely going to save you time and money because of that experience. That says a whole lot more than just we've been in business 27 years, doesn't it? Yes? So what you've got to do with everything is you've got to take it from features through advantages through benefits. What's the fact? Which means, so what? Which means to me, and then so what? Okay, now the other thing about writing copy is that if I was to come and interview you, and I was to say, what is different about you? What's good about you? How come you do what you do, how come you do it the way you do it? How come you do it that way? What's good about you? Why should I come to you over blah, blah, blah? If I was actually to ask you that, you could tell me. You could. If I was sitting face to face with you and we were having a cup of coffee, you could tell me. Well, I can tell you, we started this business 20 years ago, and over the time we've practiced and learned and we've figured out that this is the best possible way to do it, and here's how come. If we do it this way, it means you don't get this problem here and you don't get that problem there. Instead, you get this and you get that. And that's actually what you want. And that's what, we want to make sure this is a long-lasting house and whatever it is that you're selling, you could tell me the whole spiel of how you do it is better than your competitors, couldn't you? If I sat down and asked you, you could tell me how come you're God's gift in this area. You could. But then if you go to sit down and write copy for ad or a direct mail campaign, you go kind of blank, don't you? You go completely blank, and then your ad ends up looking like this. Your ad ends up looking like everybody else's, which looks something like company name. You look at the yellow pages tomorrow. Company name, boom, 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 phone number. A few bullet points. And you know what's even more ironic about those bullet points? They state the obvious. So you look at a yellow pages ad for an accountant and it says, accounting firm, we do tax returns. No, really? You're kidding. You're an accountant that does tax returns and BAS statements? Wow. Nobody wants to know those things about what you do. They are smart enough to kind of figure out, they know that. If you're a nursery, they know you sell plants. Don't write down that you sell plants. Does this make sense? It is a waste of money and time and space. They're not idiots, they already know. They've been around the block, they know. So what they want instead is what's different about you over everybody else. So then you've got to tell them. So you've got to give them a headline. So instead of company names, you might say 5 ways to make sure you get the perfect, you want to write this one down. 5 ways to make sure you get the perfect fill in the blank. Home renovation, floor, paint job, facial, pot plant, I don't care, insert the blank, that's your business. 5 ways to make sure you get the perfect blah, blah, blah for your needs. Oh, that's different. Everyone else is talking about their company. Hang on, let me look at this ad. And then they read it. And then you know what? Because you sound so different, they do what? They'll ring you. I promise they'll ring you. But you've got to have the courage to do it differently. Now, you look in the yellow pages tomorrow, you'll be horrified. All those people spent all that money telling the market what they already know. Very funny. Offer. Third one is an offer. You've got to have an offer. So, an offer is pretty straightforward. You've got something that they want. You've got something that's of value to them. With an offer, it's got to have a high perceived value and a low dollar cost. High perceived value to them, low dollar cost to you. So let me give you some examples. This is the information age. People are into information. Reports are fantastic as bonus offers. Okay? When you call before this date, you'll receive the key report titled blah, 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 valued at $50. Now, you've got to make sure the report's actually got value in it. And it might be the 6 ways to make sure you don't, mess up your kitchen renovation. 6 ways to make sure you get the perfect roofing job. Here's what to watch out for in the area of blah, blah, blah. People appreciate it and it's got value. When I had my first company, we had a report that was 3 ways to grow your business dramatically. 3 ways to grow your business dramatically, and in 1993 it was valued at $45. We used to get people ring up, register for the seminar, come to the seminar, work with us in the seminar for 3 hours, and hang out to get the report at the end of the night. They would wait. They wanted the report. Do you get my report? Do you get my report? Yes, you get the report. Here it is. And it was a great report. It really did make a difference. It was good. Meanwhile, in the meantime, they got so much value out of the session that they mostly had become, 85% of them became clients anyway, but they got the report. And they remembered about the report. They wanted the report. Now, it cost us about $1 to produce, but it's not about what it costs you to produce. It's about the value of the information in it. You've got to make sure that information adds value or it's a waste of everybody's time. It's got to really genuinely add value so you can put a hand on heart and say, this is worth something. It's worth $50 or $100 or $200. So you could do a report. You could do a voucher from someone else's business. Do not do discounts, by the way. 10% discount does not motivate anyone. Nobody buys on discounts. And the amount of money you've got to make up, the amount of sales you've got to make up the profit, you're never going to do that because of a 10% discount. Do not discount. Bonus stuff. Get your supplier to give you free stuff because you ordered X of something. Get a bunch of Y and give the Y away when they buy an X. Does everyone know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying even though I'm speaking in alphabet? So go to your suppliers and get deals from them. Go to other businesses in your region and say, listen, I want to do a promotion on blah. I'd like to offer a free coffee at your cafe for everyone who comes in and picks up a blah, blah, blah. I want them to come down and have a coffee with you. You should do that, by the way, coffee shop owner, because when they come down and buy a coffee, they're mostly going to do what? Buy something else. So you're just driving leads into your business while the other business is attracting people. So work together and come up with some offers. It just has to be a high perceived value to your target audience and a low dollar cost to you. The next one is a guarantee. You want to offer a guarantee. Except here's the thing about offering a guarantee. You don't want to offer one of those mamby-pamby ones. You don't want to offer a mamby-pamby guarantee, like a lifetime guarantee. Whose lifetime? Mine? The product's? What? And do I have to keep a piece of paper for 20 years? I bought a piece of luggage a while back and had a lifetime guarantee, and I don't really pay too much attention to those because I know I'm never going to find the piece of paper that I'm supposed to have when I want to claim the bloody guarantee. So it doesn't make me buy squat. Now, and it doesn't make the majority of the market do it either, by the way. What will, the two types of guarantees that are worth anything is one, ready? Writing these down. One, you remove the risk. A guarantee is all about removing the risk. At this point, they're already interested in you. They already think you've got a good deal going on, but they're just a little frightened about whether they should really buy that blah, blah, blah anyway. Do they really need that? Will it really work for them? So you want to remove the risk. That's number one. The other one you can do is you can reduce the risk. So I'll give you an example. Number one is, if you don't like it, bring it back, we'll give you your money back. Done. Remove the risk. Clear? Number two, if you don't like it, or if it doesn't work for you the way you think it should work for you, or that you want it to work for you, simply let us know and we'll fix it until it does. That reduces the risk. Either one of those is quite powerful. Now, the remove the risk is the most powerful. And here's the thing about guarantees. If you are not getting product or service returns right now, if people are not bringing stuff back, offering a guarantee is not going to have more of them suddenly show up, which is what most business owners think. If I offer a guarantee, oh my God, I'm going to get flooded. But you're not flooded now, are you? And if you are, it's a systems issue. By the way, don't offer any kind of guarantee if you are getting returns. If you are getting products and services coming back to you, until you get your systems right and the quality of your product or service right, don't offer any guarantees because you're going to do your dough. Fix your systems first, then do it. But assuming you've got good quality products and services and that you mostly don't get returns on, offer a guarantee. Because I can tell you right now, with a guarantee, and the same with an offer actually, and you might want to write this statistic down, a guarantee can impact sales by 350%, and an offer can impact the results of a campaign by 350%. Oh, and by the way, a headline can impact the response to your ad by 20 times. Not 20%, by 20 times. That's how important headlines are. They are the ad for your ad or the ad for your direct mail. Okay? So, if you're going to offer a guarantee, you should do it. If you don't have any products or service returns now, go for it. Here's the other thing about it. What are we now trained in as a marketplace? As customers, don't we know that if we don't like what we've got, we can do what? Take it back. We already know that. Mums, I've noticed, are particularly good at that. This doesn't work the way it's supposed to, I'm taking it back. Right? We know to take it back if it doesn't work or to call and complain if we're not happy with the service. We are educated now to do that. That's just what we expect as part of business now. So you may as well actually use it to your advantage because if they don't like it, they're going to do it anyway. So offer a guarantee. Okay? Very powerful. But make sure it's powerful and worth it. It's of value to your target audience. Remove the risk or reduce the risk. And you've got to have a little courage to do it, but if you're not getting returns now, it'll be a killer for you. It'll be great. Number 5 is you've got to have a call to action and a response device. So you want to consider this. People have been led. They went to kindergarten, they got led. They went to primary school, they got led. They went to high school, they got led. They went to uni, maybe they got led. They started a job, they got led. People love to be led. They're used to it, they like it. You've got to tell them what to do. So how it goes is, the call to action is, call now. Click here. Right? When you call before 5 p.m. Friday the 21st, you'll receive a free report titled The 7 Ways to Improve Your Garden, valued at $55, free when you mention this ad. That's a call to action. Call by this time at this date and you get something. So that's combining the offer and telling them what to do. Okay, don't miss out. Call now. Those are calls to action. You've got to have them. And a response device is something that triggers people. So you know the little scissors symbol on ads and stuff? That used to be a lot of them. They would massively, the little Reader's Digest did a study and it proved that the scissors alone, just having the picture of the scissors, people don't even use them anymore obviously because they just says a website to go to or something. But the reason that you still see them is that they massively impact, they're a response device. They make people go, oh, let me look, that's a coupon, there's something. And then they respond, they go, oh, I should cut that out. Or I should click on that, right? So another response device is you got something in your letter. What did you get? What came with your letter? Tickets. The tickets were a response device. Oh, excellent, tickets. That was the response. I'll go, yay. It's a device to get a response. And those devices, by the way, they make your marketing piece stand out from everybody else's because mostly people don't do them. You notice that? How many tickets have you received like that? Not many, right? So it's because nobody else is doing that, it's another advantage as to why it's so powerful. And the last thing is your graphics and layout. So let me give you a little rant about this.
So what we're now going to do is go from the growth equation and actually put this into a spreadsheet. And the great thing is the spreadsheet I'm about to show you is actually part of the process that your 10X coach in the complimentary initial discovery consultation actually will do with you after this particular 10X Edge. So let's actually have a look at it right now. So